So Angela, how did you react when Cassidy was first diagnosed with epilepsy?
At first we didn't believe it, because what I knew of epilepsy was that the convulsions, and Cassidy has complex partial.
Okay.
So I didn't see how the doctor could think she had epilepsy. So first it was not believing it, then it was kind of a denial. Then I was worried for her, like how this would affect her, how it was going to impact her life. It was just a lot of unknowns, because even though there was epilepsy in the family, I wasn't educated. So there was a lot of uncertainty, a little bit of fear and stuff.
So there are other people in your family that have epilepsy as well?
Yes, some cousins.
Okay. And so because she has complex partial seizures, did that make it a lot more difficult to diagnose?
It did. When Cass was little, she would fall downstairs, or she would daydream or doze off, and you know, we were always at her for being clumsy and come on, pay attention. And the primary teacher would talk to us about her. You know, Cass would just daydream too much and not respond, and you know, we were on her case a lot. So that's another thing when we found she had epilepsy, and once we realized it was true, you know, there was a bit of a guilt of we should have known earlier. But even the doctors couldn't diagnose it at first. So when one of the specialists said, "This is neurological," and sent us upstairs, it was kind of
a bit of relief, maybe, and knowing finally?
It was a bit of relief, yeah, and just saying, okay, this is why this is happening with her, and she's not clumsy, and she's not paying attention. It's things that are going on with her.
How did the diagnosis of epilepsy change, if at all, how you parent Cassidy?
Truthfully, originally, if I could have got bubble wrap, I would have.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, we weren't sure what we should allow her to do and not do. And then my husband and I are both firm believers, you know, no matter how negative something is, there's always a positive side to it. And how she was going to be with it is how we reacted with it. If my husband and I were talking about it, she would get mad. And if I was talking to my mom, she'd be like, "Don't talk about epilepsy, you can't do this." And so that changed. We realized that we had to not let our fears for her come through.
Yeah.
And we had to make her stronger and let her know it was okay. And as soon as we were able to do that, we let her do what she wants. Within reason as normal parents, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, she's just a kid. Like she said to us before, you know, I have brown hair and I have epilepsy. It's no different. So she helped teach us too. But yeah, originally it was bubbled, and then it was like, no.
How do you feel about the care and medical treatment that Cassidy's received since her diagnosis?
I'm very pleased. Honestly, she's got a phenomenal doctor. His name's Dr. Gordon. He's awesome with her. And the IWK is great. Yeah. So I've been very pleased with that and the support.
What one thing would you tell all parents with a child newly diagnosed with epilepsy? Educate
yourself. Be informed. Contact your local agencies. They have wonderful resources for you. And it can be scary, but there's support and help. You know, there's epilepsy agencies across Canada. There's, like You Guys Care Alive. There's so many people that are there to help, and they can come to your child's school place to help. They can, the resources there. So inform yourself. And,
yeah.
You know, just don't let it affect you in a negative way.
And what would you like the world to understand about epilepsy?
There's a few things. Don't believe everything you see on TV. That's one of our frustrations, and that's one of Cass's challenges that she put out on Facebook and on her Purple Day website is don't hold people down, and inform yourself on how to deal with seizures, and not to be afraid of people who have epilepsy. They're just like everybody else. You know, you may wear glasses, you may have a hearing aid, you may need to walk with a cane. She has epilepsy, she's just like you. And if you see someone have a seizure, help them.
What hopes and dreams do you have for Cassidy's future?
My hopes and dreams for Cassidy's future are that she succeeds in whatever she wants to do, and seeing how strong she's been with Purple Day, I know she will.
How did Purple Day get started in your household? Did Cassidy come to you one day? How did it happen?
Well, like I said, when she was 7, diagnosed, we were allowed to talk about it. In grade 2, the Epilepsy Association came to her classes, and they did a presentation to the grade 2 classes. And the kids were really receptive and positive, and they were asking all kinds of questions. And she spoke up and took us aside and said, "Let's tell them it's me." And that was the first time she was public with having epilepsy. So when she was in grade 3, we were sitting on the couch and they were showing, it was right around St. Patty's Day, and there was commercials on for cancer and St. Patty's Day, and she's like, why isn't there a day for epilepsy? And I said, well, I don't know, the whole month of March is in Canada. And she's like, no, I just want one day where everybody in the world knows they're not alone, they don't have to be afraid like I was. And I said, okay, well, what do you want to do? And so that the color lavender came up, and she said she wanted to have just the friends and family wear purple to show everybody that they weren't alone. And I said, okay, so we talked to her school, and she was, the friends and family school members and that, and then we talked with the Epilepsy Association of Nova Scotia, and they came on board. She emailed every member of parliament, and different family members in different schools and universities got on board, and they started blasting it out over all that. And she was on Facebook with me one day, and she's like, can we do a Facebook group and get people to come? So we did the Facebook group that year and everything, and it's just been growing since then. And then in 2000, the following year, the Anita Kaufman Foundation in the States came on board, and there was a global launch. And so the Epilepsy Association of Scotia and Anita Kaufman Foundation are global partners, and it's just, they've been promoting it as well, and it's just been growing. It's snowballing, phenomenally awesome. But
so it sort of happened gradually. It just started with a small idea, and now it's a big, huge day.
It is. And when we talked about it, we were sitting on the couch, and she was curled up to me, and she said, we were talking about the friends and family and doing this, and she's like, no, I want to be around the whole world. I was like, well, let's just start here and see what we can do. And she's like, yeah, but I want everywhere in the world. And that was her goal from day one, was to be worldwide. And
well, we're certainly glad that you guys did it and that you started Purple Day, because it's great. I've always said that we can't do anything else for epilepsy without awareness first, so it's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what hopes do you have for the future of your foundation?
I hope that Purple Day continues to grow. I hope that it continues to help people not feel afraid and to feel alone. And I hope it continues to bring awareness to epilepsy so that more people know how it is, and they know there's the different types of seizures too. That was another thing with Cassidy. She wanted people to know that epilepsy is not just having a convulsion, that you also have, you can zone out, you can, which is absence, you can, it can be sensory. There's so many different forms of epilepsy and how it can present itself. And I just hope Purple Day continues to grow and to make people aware. And I hope her dream of it being worldwide and as recognized as possible.
So for people who don't know, can you tell us exactly what Purple Day is?
Purple Day is celebrated on March 26th every year, and it can be something as simple as wearing purple to show people with epilepsy that you care, and to show people without epilepsy, they can ask, why are you wearing purple? And you can educate them about it. It's, you can have purple celebrations at your workplace, get businesses involved, get, it on the media. You can have purple cupcake sales, Purple Day events. It's just to bring awareness and to let people know that you're not alone. And purple, Cass chose purple because lavender is the color of epilepsy, and lavender represents solitude and isolation. And when we explained that to Cassidy, she had said, it's just a shade of purple, and everyone has something purple.
Well, thank you so much, Angela. Thanks for being here.
And thanks for having us in, Valerie, with Care Live, and it's been an awesome experience.